Have you ever wondered what it really takes to not just climb the ladder, but to fundamentally shape your entire industry? Well, that's exactly what we're digging into today. We're going to distill the playbook of a true rising star to uncover the practical strategies that drive real, measurable impact. It's the big question, isn't it? The one every ambitious professional asks themselves. How do you go from just doing a job to truly leading an industry? You know, it's not just about a title. It's about influence, it's about growth, and it's about making a difference you can actually see. We've designed this little explainer to give you a blueprint, and we're using one leader's amazing journey as our guide. All right, our path today is pretty straightforward. First, we'll look at the journey of this rising star. Then we'll see the incredible results of scaling his tech and teams. After that, we dive into his core philosophy, which is learn before you delegate. From there, we'll get into some direct advice for anyone feeling ambitious, and we'll wrap it all up with a blueprint for the future leader. Okay, so let's start with the basics. What does it even mean to be called a rising star in this field? Let's get some context. The key phrase here, and you really got to focus on this, is measurable progress. This award isn't just about potential or who might be great someday. Nope. It recognizes leaders under 40 who are already delivering concrete, provable results. And that's exactly what makes their playbook so valuable. It's built on success that's already happened. And the guide for our playbook today is Daniel Butbul. He's the VP of Technology at Systato, and his experience and insights are going to be the foundation for all the strategies we're about to break down. So before we jump into the philosophy behind his leadership, let's look at the proof. I mean, what does measurable progress actually look like on the ground? The growth numbers here, they're pretty staggering, to be honest. First off, under his leadership, the company's entire roster, the whole team, nearly doubled. And get this, that was in just 1 year. But here's where it gets even more impressive. If we zoom in on his specific area of responsibility, the tech organization, he tripled its size. This isn't just regular growth. This is hyper-scaling. It shows an absolutely incredible ability to attract and manage top-tier talent. So how in the world did he pull this off? Well, it wasn't just about hiring a bunch of people. The strategy was really twofold. First, build platforms that could actually grow with the company, and second, take all that raw data and turn it into real, tangible wins, both operationally and financially. Basically, he made technology serve the business, not the other way around. And this brings us right to the core principle of his entire leadership playbook. It's a really simple but incredibly powerful idea that underpins everything we've just seen. And here it is, the heart of the whole thing. My philosophy has always been to learn before you delegate. Now, this isn't about micromanagement, not at all. It's about taking a hands-on approach to build a genuine understanding, because that understanding is the foundation of any truly effective leadership. And this philosophy breaks down into a simple 3-step process you can start using today. Step 1, volunteer. Put your hands up for those tough assignments. Step 2, learn. You got to get your hands dirty and really master the mechanics of it. And only then, only after you've done that, can you move to step 3, delegate. And you can do it effectively because you actually know what the work entails. You know, here's what makes this advice so potent right now. As Butbul points out, with modern tools like chatbots basically acting as a personal tutor, the barrier to learning new skills has never, ever been lower. Your own resourcefulness is now a leadership superpower. Okay, so building on that core philosophy, what's the direct advice for those of us who are looking to make our own mark? Let's break down the key takeaways. First piece of advice, you have to actively lean into complexity. Stay curious. Dig into the parts of the business that nobody else wants to touch. Why? Because that's where the biggest opportunities are almost always hiding. Next, you've got to get out of your silo and get that 30,000-foot view. Real impact happens when you understand how the whole business engine works, not just your one little gear. Ask yourself questions like, how does my work connect to the bottom line? And who are the real decision makers around here? That's a strategic mindset. And finally, be a problem solver. It sounds so simple, right? But what it really means is anchoring every single thing you do in creating tangible value for your team, for your company, for your clients. Don't just be busy, be valuable. This quote just sums it all up perfectly. Impact isn't some accident. It's the natural result of putting in the work and constantly looking for better ways to do it. It all comes down to a real commitment to continuous improvement. Okay, let's start to wrap this up by looking ahead. What are the absolutely essential traits that are going to define the next generation of great leaders? So this slide lays out a really powerful combination of skills. You've got adaptability and systems thinking. Those let you see how everything is interconnected. And then you have strong judgment, critical thinking, empathy, and a deep operational understanding. Those are what allow you to act wisely within that system. And this brings us to what I think is the central challenge for any future leader. It's all about balance. It's not about choosing new skills over old ones. True success is going to come from being fluent in data and AI, while never, ever losing sight of those timeless foundations: critical thinking, empathy, and a real deep operational understanding. So, as we close out this playbook, the real question isn't for me. It's for you. Looking at this blueprint, which one of these qualities are you going to intentionally focus on developing first to really accelerate your own journey?